Welcome to Discover Daily by Perplexity, an AI-generated show on tech, science, and culture. I'm Alex.
And I'm Sienna. Today we're exploring Lionsgate's new partnership with video AI startup Runway. It's an unprecedented deal that promises to significantly shift filmmaking, but isn't without its concerns. We look at how this collaboration might work. But first, let's look at what else is happening across the business and science landscape.
The Federal Reserve announced that it is lowering its key interest rate by 0.5 percentage point on September 18th, marking the first reduction in 4 years and signaling an end to the most aggressive monetary tightening cycle in decades. The Fed's decision reflects growing confidence that inflation is moving toward the 2% target and that the risks to achieving its employment and inflation goals are roughly balanced. In his press conference, Fed Chair Jerome Powell emphasized future rate decisions will be made meeting by meeting based on incoming data. The rate cut is designed to keep the economy in a good place by supporting growth and the strong labor market while enabling further progress on inflation. Lower rates are expected to provide a boost to the housing market by making borrowing cheaper for home buyers. Mortgage rates have already begun to decline in anticipation of Fed easing. However, the impact may be constrained by tight inventory and high prices. Some economists have criticized the Fed's decision, arguing that the rate cut is premature given the still tight labor market and risks reigniting inflation. They caution that the Fed may be overreacting to short-term economic fluctuations and could find itself needing to raise rates again if inflation rebounds. 23andMe, the once prominent genetic testing company, faces a leadership crisis as all 7 independent directors resigned from its board this week, leaving CEO Anne Wojcicki as the sole remaining member. The mass exodus stems from disagreements over the company's future direction and Wojcicki's plan to take 23andMe private. Since going public via a SPAC merger, known as a Special Purpose Acquisition Company, in 2021, 23andMe has struggled financially, with its stock price plummeting over 90%. The departing directors cited their inability to receive an actionable proposal from Wojcicki that would serve non-affiliated shareholders. Wojcicki, who controls 49% of the voting power, remains committed to privatization, believing it will provide the best opportunity for long-term success by allowing the company to operate outside the pressures of public markets. The board resignations raise concerns about corporate governance and could impact investor confidence. Wojcicki now faces the challenge of rebuilding the board with members who support her vision while also addressing shareholder interests. The upheaval signifies a critical juncture for 23andMe as it navigates a difficult financial and strategic landscape. Separately, Anne's sister, Susan Wojcicki, the former CEO of YouTube, passed away last month from non-small cell lung cancer. Now to Sienna for news on a new AI partnership in the film industry.
Lionsgate, the studio behind blockbuster franchises like John Wick and The Hunger Games, has partnered with AI startup Runway to develop a custom AI model trained on Lionsgate's vast content library. This marks a significant step in integrating artificial intelligence into mainstream film production. Runway's AI will be trained on Lionsgate's library of over 20,000 film and TV titles, analyzing visual styles, cinematography techniques, and narrative structures. The model will create a custom cinematic video tailored to the studio's content that can be refined using Runway's suite of controllable tools. Initially, Lionsgate reports that the technology will be used for storyboarding, with plans to expand its application to creating background elements and special effects. The partnership is expected to save Lionsgate millions in production costs while providing filmmakers with cutting-edge AI tools. However, the partnership also raises questions about compensation for creative teams whose work is used in training the AI model. The lack of transparency on this aspect has sparked concerns in the industry, especially in light of recent strikes and ongoing debates about AI's impact on creative professions. The Lionsgate Runway deal signifies a potential shift in the competitive landscape of the entertainment industry, potentially positioning Lionsgate as a technological innovator if they can work through some of these concerns. It also highlights the growing trend of major entertainment companies exploring partnerships with AI firms to leverage their content libraries and develop custom models. It's likely we'll see more partnerships like this emerge in the future.
That's it for today. Thanks for tuning in to Discover Daily by Perplexity. Be sure to subscribe on your favorite platform so you don't miss an episode. You can find more information about today's stories in the episode description. And while you're there, check out the Perplexity app, available on both Android and iOS. We'll be back with more stories at the intersection of tech, science, and culture. Until then, stay curious.